Have you ever felt like your life has been orchestrating itself toward a larger purpose? As if every twist and turn has been part of a greater plan? Maybe it felt subtle at first, a whisper in the quiet moments of reflection, but deep down, you've always sensed that you were meant for something extraordinary. Let me tell you this, your presence here, in this very moment, is no accident. You didn't just stumble upon this video by chance. The universe has been aligning events, nudging you, guiding you here because you're ready to receive the message that's been waiting for you. Everything in the universe aligns perfectly, even when it doesn't seem that way. The struggles you've endured, the relationships that didn't work out, and the opportunities that passed you by, all of it was preparation for this moment. This message is a sign, and if it resonates with you, it's because you are on the brink of stepping into the life you were always meant to live. But to fully embrace this, I ask you to stay with me until the end of this video. The insights I'll share could change the way you view your life and your purpose. In fact, I encourage you to come back and watch this video multiple times. Each time, the words will speak to you in new ways, and you'll uncover deeper layers of meaning as the universe works through you. This journey is not just about you, it's about all of us, the chosen ones, the souls awakened to their higher purpose. Share your experiences in the comments, the signs you've seen, the moments that made you feel guided, or the challenges that shaped you. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs. So, take a deep breath, feel the energy around you, and know this, you are exactly where you need to be. Let's begin this journey together. Chapter 1. The universe has been preparing you. For as long as you can remember, there has been a part of you that felt different, as if you were waiting for something. This wasn't a loud, demanding feeling, it was quieter, more subtle, a whisper in the background of your life. It wasn't always clear what you were waiting for, but the feeling was unmistakable. Deep inside, you sensed that your life was building towards something far greater, something deeply significant, and yet, the path forward often felt unclear. Instead of clarity, life presented you with challenges that left you doubting yourself, questioning your worth, and wondering if you were on the right path at all. Why? You may have asked yourself, do others seem to have it so easy? Why do their journeys seem so straightforward, while yours feels like an uphill climb, riddled with obstacles at every turn? Why did doors that seemed perfect for you remain closed, leaving you feeling frustrated and uncertain? These questions might have consumed you at times, leading you to wonder if you were being held back or even forgotten. But here's the truth. You were never being held back. You were being prepared. The universe has been quietly working behind the scenes, orchestrating events in ways you couldn't yet see. Every challenge you faced, every rejection you endured, and every heartbreak you weathered were carefully designed as part of your preparation. Just as a sculptor chisels away at a block of marble to reveal the masterpiece within, the universe has been refining you. The struggles you've endured weren't punishments, they were tools, carefully chosen to sharpen your intuition, build your resilience, and strengthen your connection to the divine. Let's pause for a moment to reflect on this. Think back to one of your most difficult moments, a time when it felt like the world was against you. At the time, it may have felt senseless, unfair, or even cruel. But now, with the benefit of hindsight, can you see how that experience shaped you? How it forced you to grow, to adapt, and to find strength within yourself that you didn't know you had? Every setback, though painful, was actually a step forward, a necessary part of your journey. To illustrate this, let me share the story of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor who endured unimaginable suffering. In the face of adversity that could have broken him, Frankl found profound purpose in his pain. His book, Man's Search for Meaning, has since inspired millions, reminding us all that, even in the darkest of times, there is an opportunity for growth, transformation, and meaning. Like Frankl, every trial you've faced has been part of your preparation. While your circumstances may not be as extreme, the principle is the same. The universe doesn't test you to break you, it tests you to build you. This is where the perspective shifts. What if the very challenges you once resented were actually gifts in disguise? What if the rejection you faced wasn't a sign of failure but a redirection, steering you away from paths that weren't aligned with your higher purpose? What if the closed doors you mourned were the universe's way of protecting you from opportunities that would have led you astray? The truth is, every obstacle was a part of your divine preparation. Now, as you reflect on your journey, it's important to realize how far you've come. You are no longer the same person who once doubted their ability to move forward. You are stronger now, wiser, and more attuned to the guidance of the universe. You've been shaped and molded by your experiences. And even though you may not see it yet, you are ready. The universe doesn't make mistakes, and it certainly didn't make one with you. You may not have noticed the transformation happening within you, but trust me, it's there. The person you are today is someone who is equipped to step into their destiny. The time you've been waiting for is no longer in the distant future. It's here. The universe is ready to reveal the next phase of your journey. And all it asks of you is this: trust. Trust that everything you've experienced has been preparing you for this moment. Trust that the pain, the struggle, and the waiting all had a purpose. Trust that you are ready. This chapter of your life is about to take a profound turn. But before we move forward, take a moment to honor the journey that brought you here. Think of every challenge as a chapter in your story, one that has been leading you toward the person you were always meant to become. This is just the beginning. The universe has been preparing you, and now it's time to take the next step. But how will you know when the universe is guiding you? How can you be sure that the path you're on is the right one? The answers are all around you, hidden in the signs and synchronicities that appear in your life. Let's explore how the universe communicates with us, and how you can begin to recognize these messages with clarity and confidence. Chapter 2: Recognizing the Signs. As you navigate your journey, have you ever paused to notice the subtle patterns woven into your life? Perhaps it's a certain number that seems to follow you everywhere, a phrase you keep hearing, or a person who appears in your life at precisely the right time. These are not random coincidences. They are signs, messages from the universe, carefully placed to guide you toward your purpose. The universe doesn't shout, it whispers. It's up to us to quiet the noise, tune in, and truly listen. These signs often show up when we're at a crossroads or feeling uncertain about our path. They serve as a compass, gently nudging us in the right direction. One of the most common ways the universe communicates is through numbers. Have you ever noticed the number 77 appearing repeatedly in your life, on a clock, a license plate, or even in your dreams? In numerology, 77 is a symbol of spiritual awakening. It's a powerful confirmation that you're aligned with your higher self and moving closer to your divine purpose. But numbers aren't the only signs the universe uses. You might feel an inexplicable pull toward a particular place, person, or opportunity, even if it defies logic. Or perhaps you've experienced synchronicities, those seemingly random events that align so perfectly it feels like they were orchestrated just for you. These moments are not accidents. They're the universe's way of saying, yes, this is the path. Keep going. Let me share a personal story. There was a time in my life when I felt utterly lost. I was overwhelmed by doubt and uncertainty, unsure if I was on the right path. During that period, I began noticing feathers appearing in the most unexpected places. At first, I dismissed it as mere coincidence. A feather on my doorstep, another on a park bench, even one floating down in front of me as I walked to work. It wasn't until this kept happening during my lowest moments that I began to pay attention. I later learned that in many spiritual traditions, feathers symbolize angelic support and divine guidance. Suddenly, these feathers weren't just random objects. They were messages. They reminded me that I wasn't alone, that the universe was watching over me, even in moments of doubt. Those small, delicate signs gave me the strength to trust the process and keep moving forward. And the truth is, the universe is always speaking to you. 2. It might not be feathers. It could be something entirely unique to your journey. A song that seems to play whenever you're feeling uncertain. A stranger's kind words that arrive just when you need them most. Or even a recurring dream that feels vivid and meaningful. These are not coincidences. They're reminders that you're connected to something greater, that your journey is being guided. So how can you begin to recognize these signs? The first step is to slow down and pay attention. In the busyness of life, it's easy to overlook the small but significant ways the universe communicates with us. Take a moment to reflect. Is there a pattern or recurring symbol that has caught your attention lately? Has something been appearing in your life that feels just a little too perfect to be random? These are the breadcrumbs left by the universe to guide you home. The next step is to trust what you see. It's easy to second-guess yourself, to dismiss these signs as mere coincidences. But the more you honor them, the more they'll appear. Start keeping a journal of the signs and synchronicities you notice. Write down the numbers, symbols, or moments that resonate with you. Over time, you'll begin to see a clear pattern emerge, a map the universe is creating just for you. As you begin to tune in, you'll find that these signs bring a sense of comfort and clarity. They remind you that you're never alone, even in moments of doubt. The universe is always working behind the scenes, aligning people, events, and opportunities to support you. All it asks in return is that you stay open, aware, and willing to follow its guidance. But recognizing the signs is just the beginning. Once you see the messages the universe is sending, the question becomes, what do you do with them? How do you take those signs and translate them into action, into purpose? The next step on your journey is to peel back the layers and uncover the truth of who you are. Let's explore how embracing your authentic self can unlock the power within you and lead you closer to your destiny. Chapter 3. Unveiling your true self. For as long as you can remember, there has been a subtle but persistent pressure to conform, to fit into the molds created by society, family, or even friends. These expectations shaped the way you presented yourself to the world. Over time, you may have found yourself wearing masks to blend in, suppressing the parts of you that felt too different, too unconventional, or too bold. It wasn't necessarily intentional. It may have been a survival mechanism, a way to avoid judgment or rejection. But deep down, you've always known that you were never meant to follow the crowd. That feeling of being different, of not quite belonging, may have been a source of discomfort in the past. You may have wondered why you couldn't just fit in like everyone else. But here's the truth. Your difference is your strength. The very qualities that make you feel like an outsider are the same ones that make you unique, powerful, and necessary in this world. You weren't meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out. The journey of unveiling your true self isn't about becoming someone new. It's about rediscovering who you've always been at your core, beneath the layers of fear, conditioning, and self-doubt that have accumulated over the years. This process is what psychologist Carl Jung referred to as individuation, the journey of becoming the truest version of yourself. It's about aligning with the essence of your soul, the part of you that has always known your value and your purpose. But let's be honest, this journey isn't easy. The old parts of you, the ones built to protect you, will resist. The ego, which thrives on fear, control, and external validation, will try to hold you back. It will whisper doubts, telling you it's safer to stay small, to stay hidden. But the more you release these old identities, the freer you will feel. Each layer you shed brings you closer to your authentic self, the person you were always meant to be. Think about this. How much energy have you spent trying to be what others expected of you? How often have you sought validation from external sources, chasing achievements or approval to feel worthy? The truth is that external validation was never what you truly needed. Your worth has nothing to do with what you accomplish or how others perceive you. Your worth is intrinsic. It comes from the divine spark within you, the light that has always been there, waiting for you to recognize it. As you begin to embrace your authenticity, you'll notice a profound shift. The things that once consumed your energy, chasing material success, seeking validation, or comparing yourself to others, will lose their grip on you. Instead, you'll feel a sense of peace and alignment that comes from living in harmony with your true self. This is the beginning of true freedom. It's not about breaking free from societal expectations alone. It's about breaking free from the internal chains that have held you back for so long. Imagine waking up each day with the freedom to be exactly who you are, without apology, without fear of judgment. This is what unveiling your true self offers. It's a state of being where your actions are guided by your inner truth, not by the expectations or opinions of others. It's about living with purpose, with clarity, and with the understanding that your uniqueness is your gift to the world. Take a moment to reflect on this. Is there a part of you that you've been hiding or suppressing? A dream you've been afraid to pursue? A truth you've been hesitant to speak? Or a part of your personality you've been dimming to fit in? These hidden aspects of yourself hold the key to your authenticity. They are calling to be brought to light. And here's the good news. You don't have to do this all at once. The journey of unveiling your true self is a process, one that unfolds step by step. It begins with small acts of courage, saying no to what no longer serves you, saying yes to what feels aligned, and taking time to reconnect with the things that make you feel alive. With each step, you'll find that the weight of pretending and performing starts to lift, replaced by a sense of joy and liberation. But as you begin to unveil your true self, a natural question arises. What's next? How do you take this newfound authenticity, the clarity of who you truly are, and translate it into a life of alignment, purpose, and fulfillment? The answer lies in confronting one of the greatest barriers on this journey: fear. Fear often surfaces when we're on the brink of stepping into our power, whispering doubts and tempting us to retreat. This is where the real transformation begins, when you shift from fear to faith. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to embrace faith as your guiding light, allowing it to replace fear and propel you toward the life you were always meant to live. This shift will not only deepen your connection to the universe, but also empower you to move forward with courage and trust. Chapter 4. The Shift from Fear to Faith. Fear is one of the most powerful forces that holds us back. It shows up in whispers, convincing us we're not ready, that we're not capable, or that we're destined to fail. It keeps us tethered to our comfort zones, afraid to take risks or embrace the unknown. But what if fear isn't the enemy we've been taught to believe it is? What if fear is actually a sign, a signal that we're standing on the edge of something transformative, something great? This is an important shift in perspective. Instead of seeing fear as something to run from, we can begin to see it as a doorway. Fear often appears when we're about to step outside the familiar, into uncharted territory where growth and possibility reside. It's not a warning to stop, it's a challenge to rise. The key to overcoming fear isn't to fight it or suppress it, but to transform it into faith. Faith is the antidote to fear. It's not just blind optimism or wishful thinking. It's the deep, unwavering belief that the universe is guiding you, even when the path ahead isn't clear. Faith doesn't mean you won't feel fear. It means you won't let fear have the final say. Nelson Mandela captured this beautifully when he said, "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it." Every time you choose faith over fear, you take a step closer to your true self, your purpose, and the life you're meant to live. But let's be real. Transforming fear into faith is easier said than done. Fear can feel overwhelming, like a weight pressing down on your chest or a voice shouting in your mind. It's natural to feel hesitant, especially when the stakes are high or when the future feels uncertain. So how do you begin to make this shift? One way to cultivate faith is by building a deeper connection with the divine, the universe, source, God. Whatever you choose to call it is always present, always guiding you. But in the chaos of daily life, it's easy to feel disconnected from that guidance. That's why it's essential to create moments of stillness where you can tune in and listen. This could be through prayer, meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature. These practices aren't about escaping fear. They're about grounding yourself in the truth that you are never alone. Imagine this: the next time fear arises, instead of letting it consume you, pause, take a deep breath, turn inward, and ask for guidance. You might not receive an immediate answer, but trust that it will come in the right time and in the right way. Faith is a practice, a daily choice to trust in the unseen, to believe in the greater plan even when you can't see all the pieces. It's like walking through a fog. You may not see the entire path, but you can trust that each step will reveal the next. Building faith also means remembering the times in your life when you overcame challenges you thought were impossible. Think back to a moment when you felt afraid but pushed through anyway. Maybe it was starting a new job, leaving an unhealthy relationship, or speaking your truth for the first time. At the time, fear may have told you that you couldn't do it, but looking back, you can see how those moments were pivotal in your growth. Use these memories as anchors. They remind you of your resilience and your ability to navigate uncertainty. Another way to strengthen faith is by shifting your focus. Fear thrives when we dwell on what could go wrong, but faith grows when we focus on what could go right. Instead of imagining the worst-case scenario, start visualizing the best-case scenario. Picture yourself stepping into your power, overcoming challenges, and achieving your dreams. This isn't just positive thinking. It's training your mind to see possibility instead of limitation. As you practice faith, you'll begin to notice that fear loses its grip on you. It doesn't disappear entirely, but it no longer controls your actions. You start to see fear for what it truly is, a fleeting emotion, a story created by your mind. Faith, on the other hand, becomes your guiding light, a steady presence that illuminates the path forward. Even in the darkest times, take a moment to reflect on the areas of your life where fear has been holding you back. What dreams have you put on hold? What opportunities have you hesitated to pursue? Now, imagine what your life could look like if you chose faith instead. How would it feel to trust that the universe is supporting you, that you are capable, and that you are exactly where you need to be? And here's the beautiful part. Every time you choose faith, you create momentum. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Over time, faith becomes your natural response to uncertainty, and fear becomes a passing thought instead of a paralyzing force. You step into a new way of being, one where you trust yourself, trust the universe, and trust the process. As you shift from fear to faith, you'll notice a sense of clarity beginning to emerge. With each step forward, guided by trust in yourself and the universe, the path ahead will start to feel less like a mystery and more like a divine plan unfolding. But even with faith, there will be times when the road feels uncertain, when progress seems slow, or when obstacles arise that make you question whether you're truly on the right path. This is where the next vital piece of the journey comes into play, trusting the process. It's about releasing the need to control every detail, surrendering to the divine timing of the universe, and understanding that every experience, whether it feels like a triumph or a setback, is part of a greater plan. Let's explore how trusting the process can transform the way you navigate life's challenges and open the door to the opportunities meant just for you. Chapter 5. Trusting the process. One of the greatest challenges on the path of a chosen one is learning to trust the process. Life rarely unfolds the way we imagine it should. Instead, it has a way of presenting unexpected detours, unanticipated delays, and what can feel like heartbreaking failures. But here's the deeper truth. Nothing in your life has been random. Every experience, whether it brought joy or pain, has been a piece of a divine puzzle, intricately orchestrated to guide you toward your highest purpose. Trusting the process means surrendering the need to control every outcome and instead allowing the universe to unfold its plan in its own perfect timing. It's completely natural to feel frustrated when things don't go as planned. Maybe you've poured your heart and soul into something only to watch it slip away, or you've faced repeated rejection despite your best efforts. In those moments, it's easy to believe the universe has forgotten you. But what if those closed doors weren't rejections at all? What if they were redirections, guiding you away from paths that weren't aligned with your highest good and toward opportunities that are even greater than you imagined? Let me share a powerful example to illustrate this. Steve Jobs, one of the most innovative minds of our time, was famously fired from Apple, the very company he co-founded. At the time, it felt like a crushing failure, a public humiliation that left him questioning his purpose. Yet, in hindsight, Jobs described this setback as one of the best things that ever happened to him. It forced him to rediscover his passion for innovation, leading to some of his greatest contributions to technology and design. His story is a testament to the power of trusting the process. Even when life seems to be falling apart, what initially feels like a setback is often the universe preparing you for something far greater. But trusting the process doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It's about taking inspired action while releasing your attachment to specific outcomes. Imagine planting a seed in fertile soil. You water it, nurture it, and give it sunlight, but you can't force it to grow. Growth happens in its own time, often beneath the surface where it's invisible to the naked eye. Similarly, your life is unfolding perfectly, Even when it feels like nothing is happening, trust that the universe is moving the pieces into place, working behind the scenes to prepare you for the next chapter of your journey. This can be challenging, especially in moments of uncertainty. Doubt has a way of creeping in, whispering that you're wasting your time or that things will never work out. When this happens, take a moment to pause and reflect. Look back on your journey and consider the moments when things didn't go your way. How often have you later realized that those setbacks were actually blessings in disguise? Perhaps a relationship that ended made room for one that was more aligned, or a missed opportunity led you to something even better. These moments are the breadcrumbs of faith, subtle reminders that the universe has always been guiding you, even when it didn't feel like it. Another way to cultivate trust in the process is to shift your perspective on time. Often, we get caught up in the idea that things must happen on a specific timeline, but the universe operates beyond human time frames. What seems like a delay to us is actually divine timing, ensuring that everything aligns perfectly before it enters your life. Imagine receiving the right opportunity at the wrong time. It might not have the same impact or success. Trust that the universe knows what it's doing, even when you don't. To help you stay grounded in this trust, practice gratitude for the present moment. When you focus on what you already have, it creates an energy of abundance that attracts even more blessings into your life. Gratitude reminds you that, even if you're not where you want to be yet, you are exactly where you need to be. It's a powerful tool for cultivating patience and faith. Take a moment to think about where you are right now. Is there an area of your life where you're feeling stuck, frustrated, or impatient? Now consider this. What if the delay isn't a denial, but a preparation? What if the very thing you're waiting for is on its way, and the universe is simply ensuring you're ready to receive it? Reflect on this possibility, and notice how it shifts your perspective. And here's the beauty of trusting the process. When you let go of control and surrender to the flow of life, you open yourself up to miracles. You create space for the unexpected, for the divine, for the opportunities that are far greater than anything you could have planned. Trusting the process doesn't mean you'll always understand what's happening in the moment, but it does mean you can move forward with peace, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. As you embrace this trust, you'll find that life begins to flow more effortlessly. But there's another piece to this journey, a vital shift that allows you to fully step into your purpose and power. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to activate the inner power that has been within you all along. This is the key to unlocking your highest potential and living the life you were destined for. Chapter 6. Activating your inner power. Deep within you lies a power so profound, so limitless, that it has the potential to change not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. This power isn't something external that you need to seek or earn. It has been with you all along, woven into the very fabric of who you are. As a chosen one, this inner power is your divine connection to the universe, an energy that ties you to all of creation. For a long time, this power may have been lying dormant, waiting for the right moment to awaken. And now, that moment has arrived. The activation of your inner power begins with a single, crucial step: self-awareness. This is the process of truly understanding that you are not separate from the divine. You are a reflection of it. The same energy that creates galaxies and fuels the stars also flows through you. This realization can be both humbling and empowering. It reminds you that you are not a victim of your circumstances, subject to the whims of life. Instead, you are a co-creator of your reality. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are not passive. They actively shape the world around you. When you embrace this truth, you unlock a level of potential that transcends anything you've previously imagined. As this inner power awakens, you may notice subtle but profound changes in how you experience the world. Your intuition, for example, will become sharper. You might find yourself just knowing things without being able to explain why. You'll begin to notice synchronicities, those moments when events align in ways that feel too perfect to be mere coincidence. It could be meeting the right person at the right time, hearing a song with lyrics that resonate deeply with your current situation, or seeing a recurring symbol, like feathers or specific numbers. These are not random occurrences. They are signs that you're in alignment with your higher self. They are the universe's way of confirming that your inner power is awakening. But as your power grows, so too does your responsibility. This inner power is not meant to be used for selfish gain or fleeting desires. It is a sacred gift, given to you to fulfill your divine mission. This mission is not only about personal success, it is about contributing to the collective awakening of humanity. The world is in need of healing, transformation, and light, and your power has been entrusted to you for this purpose. As you step into this power, you'll begin to see how your unique gifts, talents, and experiences can be used to uplift others, to inspire change, and to bring more love and light into the world. Activating your inner power requires intention and practice. One simple yet powerful way to nurture this energy is through daily affirmations. Each morning, take a moment to center yourself and speak these words with conviction. I am powerful. I am aligned. I am ready. While these words may seem simple, they carry incredible energy when spoken with belief and focus. They act as a reminder of who you are and the purpose you are stepping into. Over time, as you repeat these affirmations, you'll notice your confidence growing, your creativity flourishing, and your sense of purpose becoming clearer than ever before. Another important practice is to cultivate stillness and reconnect with the divine energy within you. This can be done through meditation, prayer, or simply spending time in nature. When you quiet the mind, you create space for your inner power to flow freely. You'll begin to notice that answers to your questions arise effortlessly, that solutions to challenges present themselves, and that inspiration comes to you in ways that feel divinely guided. Take a moment to think about the times in your life when you felt most alive, most aligned, most at peace. Those moments weren't random. They were glimpses of your inner power shining through. Reflect on what you were doing, what choices you made, and how you felt during those times. These memories are reminders of what's possible when you live in alignment with your higher self. Now, as you move forward, remember this: activating your inner power isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey of self-discovery and alignment. With each day, each choice, and each act of courage, you step deeper into your power. You are the light, and the world needs you to shine, not just for your own growth, but for the healing and awakening of others. But what happens next? Once your power is activated, how do you channel it in a way that aligns with your divine purpose? How do you use this newfound strength to transform your life and fulfill the mission you were born to carry out? In the next chapter, we'll explore the unveiling of your true purpose, the unique role you are here to play in the universe's grand design. Chapter 7: Stepping into your purpose. Your purpose isn't something you need to chase. It's not a specific job title, a role to fill, or a particular achievement to pursue. Instead, it's the energy you bring into the world, the way you use your unique gifts to make a difference, and the light only you can shine. Stepping into your purpose is about aligning with your authentic self, your true essence, and allowing that alignment to guide your actions, decisions, and relationships. It's not about striving to become someone you're not, but embracing who you've always been. For some, the unveiling of their purpose comes like a lightning bolt, a moment of clarity that suddenly makes everything make sense. Perhaps you've experienced this yourself, a realization that connects the dots of your past experiences and reveals the bigger picture. For others, it's a more gradual unfolding, a journey where purpose is revealed piece by piece, like a sunrise that slowly brightens the horizon. However it comes to you, know this: your purpose is not a destination to reach. It's a journey to walk, a process of growth, discovery, and transformation. Let's consider the story of Mother Teresa, a powerful example of purpose revealed through action and compassion. She didn't begin with a grand vision to change the world. Her journey started with small, consistent acts of kindness, caring for the sick, feeding the hungry, and serving the poor in her community. Over time, her work grew into a global mission of love and service, inspiring millions. Her story reminds us that purpose doesn't have to be grand or glamorous. It's often found in the quiet, everyday ways we show up for others and for ourselves. This understanding is freeing. It means you don't need to wait for a monumental calling or a perfectly clear vision before stepping into your purpose. You can start right where you are, with what you have, in the small but meaningful ways you interact with the world. Purpose isn't about the scale of your actions. It's about the authenticity behind them. Every step you take toward alignment, every moment of kindness you offer, and every truth you speak brings you closer to living your purpose. As you begin to align with your purpose, you'll notice something incredible. Life starts to flow. Opportunities that once felt elusive will appear effortlessly. Doors will open, and the right people will show up at precisely the right time. These moments aren't coincidences. They're confirmations that you're in alignment with your higher self and the universe's plan for you. This sense of flow doesn't mean life will be without challenges, but it does mean that you'll feel a deeper sense of trust and ease as you move forward. But let's be clear, living your purpose requires courage. There will still be moments of doubt and uncertainty, times when you question whether you're truly on the right path. These moments are natural, especially when you're stepping into something larger than yourself. The key is to keep moving forward, even when the way isn't clear. Trust that the universe is guiding you, just as it always has, and that every step you take is bringing you closer to your fullest expression of purpose. One of the most beautiful aspects of stepping into your purpose is that it's not just about personal fulfillment. Your purpose is connected to something much larger than yourself. It's about contributing to the collective awakening, the healing, and the transformation of humanity. When you live in alignment with your purpose, you naturally inspire others to do the same. Your light becomes a beacon, illuminating the path for those who are still searching. This ripple effect is how individual purpose contributes to collective change. Take a moment to reflect on the ways you've already been living your purpose. Even if you didn't realize it at the time, think about the moments when you've helped someone, shared a kind word, or followed a passion that brought you joy. These actions, no matter how small, are all expressions of your purpose. They are reminders that you've been walking this path all along, even in moments of doubt. Now, imagine what it would feel like to step fully into your purpose, to wake up each day knowing that your actions, no matter how small, are contributing to something greater. This is the power of alignment. It's not about being perfect or having everything figured out. It's about showing up authentically and trusting that the universe will guide you. Chosen one, take a moment to breathe deeply and let this truth settle into your heart. This is your time. Everything you've experienced, every triumph, every trial, every moment of joy and sorrow has led you to this exact moment. None of it was random. The universe has been preparing you, shaping you, and guiding you with an intricate plan designed specifically for you. And now, it's your turn to step fully into the fullness of who you are. The journey ahead may feel uncertain at times, but remember this: you don't need to have all the answers right now. Trust yourself, trust the process, trust the universe. You've already been given everything you need to succeed. You are ready, more ready than you've ever been, to embrace your purpose, activate your inner power, and shine your light in a way that only you can. As you move forward, it's important to remember that you're not walking this path alone. There are others like you, chosen ones who are awakening to their purpose, stepping into their power, and embracing the call of their destiny. Together, we are part of something much greater than ourselves, a collective movement toward light, transformation, and healing. Each of us is a unique piece of this cosmic puzzle, and together, we are creating a ripple effect that will touch lives in ways we can't yet imagine. Your journey is deeply personal, yet it's also connected to the collective. That's why your voice matters. Your story, the signs you've noticed, the struggles you've overcome, and the breakthroughs you've experienced, has the power to inspire others who are on their own path of awakening. Leave a comment with the number 77 to affirm your readiness and share your journey. When you share your truth, you give others permission to do the same. Together, we can create a community of encouragement, understanding, and shared light. And remember, this video isn't something to watch just once and forget. The wisdom shared here is like a seed. It will grow and reveal more to you each time you revisit it. Watch this video again and again, especially when you need a reminder of your strength, your purpose, and your connection to the universe. Each time you return, you'll uncover new layers of understanding, as if the universe itself is revealing more of its plan to you. Trust that you'll hear what you need to hear in the exact moment you need it most. As you take your next steps, carry this truth with you. You are powerful. You are aligned. You are ready. The light within you is not just for you. It's meant to illuminate the paths of others. Your courage, your authenticity, and your willingness to rise inspire those around you, even in ways you may not yet see. Keep shining your light, because the world needs it now more than ever. This isn't the end of your journey. It's the beginning of a new chapter. As you move forward, trust that the universe will continue to guide you with signs, synchronicities, and opportunities perfectly aligned with your purpose. The road ahead may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. You've been preparing for this moment your entire life, and now, you are ready to step into everything you were born to be. Chosen one. The universe is waiting to see what you'll do with the gifts you've been given. Affirm your readiness by leaving a comment with 77 and sharing your story. Like this video, subscribe to stay connected, and come back whenever you need guidance or a reminder of your strength. Together, we are creating something extraordinary, a collective shift toward light and purpose. You are ready. You are enough. You are the light the world has been waiting for. Keep shining, and never forget, the universe has your back, every step of the way.